Alright guys, today we're going to be doing a quick walkthrough of our brand new 2020 38 Fountain. This one has a steel blue whole side with a gray pin and boot stripe. As you can see as we walk down here, the underside of the hardtop is also color matched to the side of the hole. This one comes powered by triple Mercury 400 Verados in cold fusion white. As you can see on the starboard side, we have a boarding ladder. Let's climb up in this thing and take a look. Alright guys, climbing up in this boat, you can see we have a nice layout, a nice wide boat. This has a 10-foot 6 beam. This boat also holds 418 gallons of fuel. Looking to our left, we have our transom, a nice wide transom so you can navigate back here pretty easily, get to any of the rigging you need to get to, and you also feel safe and stable with this sea deck pad we have laid out across the transom. We also have 8 rod holders back here. Nice swinging transom door that's held by a magnet at the bottom. The new back seat is redesigned for 2020. It's no longer taking up our rod holders in the back, so we are free to use them now. Instead, this back seat has 3 screws that hold it in place, one there, one here, and one here. When removing those 3 screws, we can take that backrest off and just improve the fishability on this 38 Fountain. We also have 2 50-gallon live wells sitting on our transom back here. These cushions are very easily removable, as well as 2 flip down footrests to just keep us more safe and more stable in those seats. In this boat we have the rear facing seat option. The other option would be a deluxe tackle station, but with this seat you also get a cooler. So you flip this up and you have a nice cooler here to store all your drinks, maybe some food. Going up to our hardtop, we have some rod holders, some Kingfish rod holders, and then we have our back spreaders and our JL Audio auxiliary speakers. Coming at the starboard side of the boat, we have our under-gunnel rod and gaff storage. We also have our first fish box. As you can see, a nice large fish box. We can fit a lot of fish in here. This has overboard discharge as well as very big well drains. We also have our first set of tackle storage. We have our Plano boxes in the top here, and then our drawers in the bottom. Plenty of room to store your tackle. Pretty much identical on our port side. Once again, we have our under gunnel rod and gaff storage. Same fish box, as well as identical tackle storage over here. Looking at the helm, we have twin captain's chairs here. Each have their own flip down bolster and armrest. Fit 2 people and a small child here easily. We've also added a diamond stitching to make this boat a little bit more luxury feeling. We also have flip down footrest to keep you pinned in that chair and comfortable while you're riding, as well as 2 subwoofers below you to give your boat a little extra bump. On the dash we have twin Simrad 16-inch Evo 3s. We have our Optimus gauge. This boat comes standard with Optimus steering. This makes it very easy for us to put a joystick in and get you ready to go. We also have our JL Audio radio, our Mercury vessel view, trim tab indicators, push button start, all of our switches. We have USBs, 12-volt outlets, VHF radio from Simrad, trim tab controls, throttle controls, 2 cup holders. We have an overhead storage bin. You can see our windshield, nice and wide, keeps us very dry, keeps all that wind out of your face. And then we have 2 glove boxes. These are nice for your phone, keys, and wallets. Anything you want to keep out of the weather and safe while you're running, you can put in there. As you can see, plenty of rod holders and cup holders on this boat. All of these double as cup holder and rod holders, as you can see, which is a super nice feature. Going up the starboard side, we have our midship fish box. We open it up. Once again, just a giant fish box and hold a lot of fish, a lot of ice for days. You also have the entry to your head area on the starboard side. Down in here we have our head. We have a sink, and this is all sea-decked. Our battery switches, as well as our keys, all the breakers. And in here, if you want to access your rigging and wiring, all you have to do is unzip from right here, and you can access all of that in there. Moving up our port side, you can see we have the identical fish box as on the starboard. Then we get to our nice large bow with tons and tons of seating, as well as storage. So right here we have a nice big storage box. Identical storage box to that right there, as well as our massive fish box in the front. Once again, these all drain overboard. Moving up to the bow, we have our U-shaped seating with storage and cushions. All of these cushions are removable with SeaDeck up under them, as well as these backrests. Here's your storage. On this boat, we have the optional front lounger with storage underneath it as well. The other option you could get on a 38 Fountain was to delete this lounger part and just have a front seat with a cooler. Up under the hardtop in the front, we have our spreaders, some additional JL audio speakers, and if we look on top of our hardtop, you can see we have a Razor Lumitech LED light and our Simrad 4G domed radar.